Hey everybody, Daniel from the Venza Dutch office. Good to see you here. Another reaction video. We got a couple of newbies in the hot seat. This is the first time for these guys, and they are sweating it. It is intense. With me as always, Sean Shields, and he's doing the Vogue. No, what is that? Okay, he's a dance moves. The rhythm is in him. So let's find out who is with us today. Our industry friends. Why don't we start with you, Austen? Starting with A.
Absolutely.
Austen, tell us about yourself.
Thanks for having us, Dan and Sean. Name's Austen Asadorian, based out of the New York area. VP of Sales over at SevenRooms, hospitality guest management platform for hotels and restaurants.
Rock on. Good to have you, Austen. Nick, tell us about yourself.
Howdy, folks. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Nick Benz. We're for Sensor Industries, VP of Operations. We're based out of the greater Los Angeles area. Toilet leak detection and flood detection for hospitality.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to have you. So we're covering the East and the West Coast in North America. Very good. We have to thank Ann Boone for making sure that geographically we are covering. And I got EU. Sean is there in the South, so we are covered. All right, guys. So this is your first time. Yeah, I think you know. Sean's going to share something on a screen. I got a question for you. Find out what you think. All right. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Shields. Okay. We love the content from our friends over at Hospitality Net, and it is a perennial topic, something that got a bit of a passion for me in particular. The questions about environmentalism, sustainability in our industry. And so the 30 by 30 target is the idea you guys probably or perhaps have already heard about maintaining 30% of the Earth's large sections of the in their natural state in order to stave off the concerns around climate change. So, Sean, if you wouldn't mind going to just right there, stop there. Yeah, we'll go up a little bit. This article made my work easy. The question is very straightforward for you two gentlemen. Should the hotel industry refrain from developing, or should the industry continue to develop infrastructure in order to raise funds for protection and preservation? You're in the hot seat. What do you think with regards to sustainability? We've got a lot of hotels, big resorts going to some of these beautiful locations. Should they refrain, or is the development necessary in order to protect? Thoughts? Austen, you mind going first?
Not at all. I'm happy to jump in. Obviously, it's a reaction video, so my thoughts aren't well manicured, but I think there's two sides to look at, right? There's an industry and a world we need to preserve. There's incredible places, there's incredible resources that can be had as well. So I think about it in two lenses. One, what can we do today with our existing hospitality sector to help control emissions, better buildings, better services, better support to naturally reduce carbon gas, reduce the footprint, really create a green environment for what we currently have. And that's probably a huge opportunity. But the question is, should we continue to develop in places that might help potentially preserve? And I think the answer is with caution, right? And so when you think about incredible places where it might make sense to open up a resort, to open up a luxury destination, what is the cost benefit analysis? And not just against the environment, against the economy, right? What is this country? What is this place? And so we really need to look at what is the cost benefit against creating a better environment for the people that live there currently, the indigenous people, the local folks, the environment, and what's the reward? If it's just putting a big hotel in a beautiful tropical rainforest for the benefit of people to visit, maybe it doesn't make sense. Yeah. But if it can be done in a sustained way that preserves the land, and then they provide a portion of proceeds back into the economy, back into the preservation of that area, I can certainly be behind that endeavor.
Super. I mean, right off the bat, very thoughtful. Yeah, it's nuanced, isn't it? Yeah. Nick, where are you on this one?
I'm going to pair a lot of what Austen just said. I think we are well aligned, and I have to say that the simple existence of that question tells me that the narrative has shifted, and that's very thrilling to know. I mean, for a long time, it seemed like boxes were being, erected as quickly as possible just to drive RevPAR and, portfolio density, and that's good and well for some, but the onus of planet stewardship, conservation, rehabilitation no longer falls on some overworked ES&G manager or supervisor of conservation or something like that. It's something that we are all carrying now. And so to that effect, I think that proceeding with caution is the name of the game. I recently stayed at an eco lodge, and you could see your dollar going to work by paying local wages to run the property, and river rehabilitation, and reverse deforestation, and local endangered indigenous species protection. It was incredible to see going to work. And without a doubt, the existence of that eco lodge has bettered that area. And so I think that sort of story there, that little tale, is something that can be emulated across the industry and make a serious difference. Short of that, putting up a 30-floor high-rise with a skytop bar and pool, we have enough of those, and there's enough abandoned and dilapidated ones that could use a refurbishment if you really want to do that. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question.
Fantastic. Very thoughtful, guys, both of you. Yeah, it's nuanced, and it's what I'm hearing from you, Nick, in particular, is on the latter of those two, with raising funds for protection and preservation. It can be done well. I'm glad to hear you've had such a positive experience with that. I've had some experience kind of back, some mostly good, some kind of missed the mark, but spot on. I'm with you that it's just great that that we're at this point in the conversation, and quite frankly, we needed to be at this point in the conversation a few years ago. But it's good that we've got thoughtful folks like you thinking about it in the industry. Yeah, Sean, do you have any bit of feedback? I know you know that this is a topic
I
we
do.
frequently bring up.
I'm thinking,
He always has something.
Elon Musk space hotels, get it off the planet. Floating plastic barge hotels on the ocean, airships, and hotels where no one wants to go. Antarctica, just put them out there. We got air conditioning, we got heat. That's my solution. Thank you.
Not the ecologist of the team, Sean Shields. I think everybody knows. Just kidding.
You think it's going to go wrong with that floating barge thing? There's no way that could go wrong. Come on.
That's a winner. So thanks everybody for watching the reaction video. Thank you both, Nick and Austen, for your thoughts, and we'll see you next time.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, folks. Appreciate it.